Hi folks, and welcome to the Fimbulmut channel. I'm in the woods again, and today I got another forest resource for you. You might not yet be acquainted with, at least not in depth, because you might all know the plant already, and this is it. And I think you all know that's raspberry. And I'm not talking about the raspberries, you all know them. I already harvested some of them this year and made some jam from it, and really delicious. And what you can also do is you can use the leaves for tea, which I want to do. So first thing I want to do is I remove the leaves, and in order not to hurt myself, because the leaves have little thorns within. I fold them like so, fold them, and then you can take them off with little danger of hurting yourself. And what these are, they make for a really delicious tea. You can also add to fireweed, Ivan chai tea, and ferment them alongside, which is really delicious, I find. It's something that I really enjoy a lot. And well, like so. I'm removing all the leaves because I want to make myself some tea. And but in order not to make let the video get too long, I will now revert to using a very nice knife I own, and I really love that. It is an old Otter Corporation Solingen billhook pruning knife, and this is really great for stuff like this. And what I want to do first is I want to remove the side twigs, and someone's living here, and removing that too. Sorry mate, but I need to show someone something somewhat. And just like so. And this is what a pruning knife is really great for. Also, if you don't have the possibility to really, well, you don't you can, if you're careful, you can actually take it to your into your hands, but well, it's not agreeable. So what you're left with is this the stem of the plant, and now you can use either the back of the spine of your knife, or the blade, which obviously isn't good for the sharpness, to remove all the little thorns and bristles. And funny though that the thorns in the first section aren't even that bad. And if you're doing this, I'm using the spine of the knife for the most part, in order not to hurt the bark, because the bark is a valuable resource in itself. And you can use the bark to good effect for making cordage. I will show you in a minute. You can, if the the stem gets too thin to really work efficiently, you can put it on a flat surface, what I'm doing now, what I'm just doing now, and well, and you need to remove the thorns in order not to hurt yourself while processing. It would be a little bit more efficient if you went from the thin end to the root end, but it's not anything that would make that impossible. If you have any knots left, remember wood splits like the bird shits. So always go from down to up. If it grows that way, you want to go that way. The reason for that is, if you have a knot like that, you can remove that more easily without tearing out too much of the material. So for the same reason, I want to, like that. See, that's the direction it grows, and then I remove it like so. What I now want to show you about the resource is how you can get fibers from it, and it's just working as a cinch if you are using your blade like so. I won't remove all the bark because I want to show you another resource, and that would be hindered if I removed too much. What you are left with is something like that, and you can easily make cordage from that if you use I'm all crap at it, so apologies if you use that twining technique. If you go to Dave Canterbury channel, he's really got a comprehensive video how to make it, which is far better than I could ever do demonstrate. So but you're left with something like that, and that's one resource for that. If you want to use you can use the vines as is for basketry, for plating. You can make simple baskets from it, but you can obviously also split it. And the thing with splitting is, I'm all crap at it too, but you don't want to use a lot of force. What you are doing is you work the knife into the end, and then you just move it like so, and to lever up the split. And so it's not brute force, and that's the only reason I'm working towards my hand. This would be very dangerous if I used force, but I don't. It's just the leverage that does the trick, and you need to watch the split thoroughly, which I always fail to do. But I think well, it's actually working not too bad this time. You need to adapt your leverage. If it goes too far to the one side, you go to the other side, and the other way around. And like that, you can really split up the vine in a more controlled fashion. It's also a practice thing. and obviously it gets harder the thinner the vine gets. I like to split from the butt end, from the other end, from the root end, and well, let's talk in Milwaukee. If you're coming to the knots, that's often a little bit more difficult. But well, I usually tend to forget that. But when splitting, but what you're holding is a knife, so you can also cut. It's not just the leverage. Actually, I'm not too pissed off by this. So I'm working it through the knot. You see what I'm doing, and well, like that, and it requires a little bit of patience, and it can be quite a meditation thing if you know how you want to do, and yeah, and now I'm getting to the thinner end. That's really, and it's actually, it doesn't need to be perfect, and it depends on what you need, and obviously it sucks if you got to short a piece and want to like that here. Now it's not working that great anymore. Also because I'm getting eager. I don't want to keep you too long. And what's happening now is it came apart, but that no harm done, because what you're left with is the bark. And this is something I would have done anyway. And you just can remove the bark like so. And this is even better suited for more robust for more robust cordage, and well, this is what you're left with, and you can use it as is for plating, or for binding something, or you can twine it and then use it as cordage, as I try to show you. Another resource that you are left with are obviously the wooden parts. These are, you can use them for, but then leave the bark on. You can use them for plating, and for sewing, actually, sewing cherry bark or birch bark or something. And but you can obviously also twine them, and which is what I like to do. And given that the cordage I showed you was so crappy, I try to show you again. You get this, and you twist it like that until it wants to fold upon itself. It takes a little bit of patience again, and you want one end to be a little bit shorter than the other. And what it is doing now is it's already twining onto itself. Now you twine it a little bit more, and then you can twist and turn it onto each other. Or what I also like to do is taking the little loop here and put it on a branch or something, or a wooden nail I put into a stump or something, that fix it like more like so. And as I said, I'm all crap at it, but I think you get the gist. And if you are reaching the shorter end of the cordage, you can also plate in another piece. So, and this cordage from brambles and raspberries is actually surprisingly stable, and which is, you can use it for rather robust tasks. Another resource that the plant has to offer is the pith, and the pith is rich with starch, and you can nibble it, doesn't hurt you any, is filling, and you could use it to as a thickening agent for soups or something, if you cook it long enough, and as a replacement, e.g. for potato starch or flour or something. It isn't flour, but it can be used as a thickener, and in the woods, and if you're in a survival situation or what have you, you're often in want for something starchy, which is more filling than simple vitamins or fibers or something. So this can be quite welcome. You can, as I said, it doesn't taste like much, but if you use it as a thickener or something, I also used it for thickening up sort of a jam, using the raspberries and some wild strawberries and blueberries, and this was actually quite good. And well, what this also is, if you dry it, you can use it as a fire starter, which is, or as a candle, a flame catcher or something, like you would with a piece of fat wood or something. It doesn't burn as well. It must be really bone dry, powder dry, in order to work properly. But given that the fire starter needs to be something that has greater surface, this actually is quite suitable for that. And well, so I will now process my my leaves and take home the bark, and well, have a nice cup of tea still. And I hope that was halfway informative again, and you enjoyed the video, and maybe it was halfway entertaining too. And you might, well, this is something that matters to me a little bit, that people stop seeing this as a weed, but as a resource. I mean, you get delicious berries, and you get a lot of resources in it, and so maybe don't see it as a weed anymore. And bees love it, butterflies love it, and your other plants that need pollinating will be really grateful for some raspberries and brambles, and you can obviously you need to control it. That's not what I'm saying. You need to cut it down in winter or something, November or something, in order not not for it to overgrow your entire garden. But that's not what I'm saying. But actually, it is not just a weed. It's like everything. There are always several sides to the to the problem. And so that said, I hope, as I said, you enjoyed it, and you would take good care and stay sane and healthy. Enjoy the forest, and hope to see you soon. Bye.